What is going on, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome to a brand new and updated Photon Galaxy deck profile. Now, I know there's probably a couple other updates you guys are looking for. Orcus, BA, Mermail, post Art Neostorm, post the new ban list. I'll be getting to those. I've got cards. I've got literally a whole laundry list of cards coming in the mail, and I can't update them until they are here. This one, however, has pretty much everything I need in it, give or take one card, which I'll mention at the end on what it is. Primarily an extra deck choice card, but yeah, this is going to be the first of a couple updates coming this week, so bear with me. Hopefully by the end of the week I should have pretty much everything I need, get these videos out to you, new test hands, new deck profiles, duels, and things of that nature. So yeah, just bear with me. And also, real quick shout out to our sponsor at over at Imperium Duelist. Always got to shout them out for providing some incredible gaming accessories. They've got these dice here, metal dice, very, very nice, like gold finish on them. Playmats, you name it. They got tons of cloth 2-player playmats. This is the Thunderstorm one. It's a limited run playmat for the time being, alongside the Ring of Fire playmat. And they're also having a sale on these Pro Edition Tournament sleeves, which are very, very nice sleeves. They have a buy two get one free sale, and you can also get them with 10% off with my code if you'd like. Very, very high quality sleeves. I've had tons of people tell me they really like them. They kind of remind me of like KMC or Hypermat sleeves if you ever use those. They're very, very, very high quality, and if you want to get some for a good deal, you can do so by checking them out down in the description below, using that code, and taking advantage of the buy two get one sale they're having right now. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into this profile. And to start, we have none other than Galaxy Knight. Now, I've read all the comments on the test stand video. Did a lot of people saying I should run 2 Knight, and some other things, but I really like the idea of running Triple Knight because I do want to see this card in my hand pretty much as soon as possible. Yes, in some cases you can search it out, but it makes your plays a lot easier, especially it takes sort of the stress off of Galaxy Knight to have to search this card out when you just hard open it. You can use Knight to search other things, or Soldier to search other things like Soldier himself, or another copy of Galaxy Eyes, or whatever it might be. And I'm also playing Desires, so playing 3 of certainly doesn't help. So your Desires, the impact of the Desires, the Banishing 10, that cost isn't as heavy, doesn't have as big of an impact, because if you still banish 2, you still have the 1 in deck, and you've just drawn into 2 more combo pieces, etc., etc. I don't think I really need to explain 3 ofs and Desires and things of that nature. Then we have Triple Galaxy Eyes. Triple Galaxy Eyes, this card has to be mained at 3. You really can't play it any other way. This is the heart and soul of the deck. The deck revolves around this card. Gets so many good effects with this card. Soul Flare, you can use this effect to pop something just by discarding him. If you don't have him, you have to use 2 Photon and/or Galaxy cards. It's a great discard target off Soldier. It's a search target off Vanisher. It's your revival target for Galaxy Knight. Like, these two go hand in hand. So yeah, you gotta play it at 3. Triple Soldier, pitch a light monster to add a Galaxy monster from deck to your hand. Can either grab Knight, it can grab Wizard, it can grab Galaxy Eyes. Very, very important search. It's also level 5, which allows us to go into our Infinity or Pleiades. You can also use this as link fodder, and then use your level 4 monsters, which we'll get to as to go into your Blast Dragon if you're trying to make a play like that. So Triple Soldier. And then one of the main changes that I've made recently is adding in a 3rd copy of Galaxy Brave. Again, this still fits with the theme of playing the Pot of Desires, just adding in more 3 ofs to make that card just a little bit better in here. So the chance of losing all of these cards to a Desires sort of decreases with the amount that we are playing. So we banished 2, like I said, we still have 1. Now, I really like this card a lot, and I've been growing to like it more and more. And I know I've like convinced other people to sort of play it this way too, especially on stream, and I've been talking with other people that play this deck as well. Is that like the importance of this card is to, when you either see a Photon card like Galaxy Eyes, like Vanisher, like Thrasher, like Advancer, like Orbital, so many Photon cards in this deck, so many Photon monsters, and a lot of them rely on you already having a card on your field. Vanisher and Orbital, most notably, some of those cards. And this is a really, really good starter when you don't see Thrasher and you don't see Orbital and you don't see Soldier. This is that next best thing you just reveal Vanisher or Orbital. This hits the board as level 4, and then you summon Vanisher. Then you equip Orbital to it. So I like the idea of seeing this card sooner for said play to happen. So I really do like this card a lot more as of late. Triple Vanisher, of course, searches your Galaxy Eyes. I know some people that run 2 of this card, but again, like I said, there's lots of 3-ofs. I know some people probably will disagree with that, but I've been playing it like this for quite a while, and some extensive testing the past 2 streams of this deck. I think like 4 to 6 hours of just testing this deck on its own. And if you want to see me playtest any deck live, really any of the decks that I cover on the channel, you should follow me on Twitch down in the description below. Would love to catch you one of you guys at a stream. You also feel free to support me on Twitch as well via sub or just watching. Greatly appreciate it either or, but like I said, Triple Vanisher I still think is the way to go. Same thing with Triple Orbital. I think Triple Orbital is also a must. This card is probably the best searcher in the entire deck. It searches not only a Photon monster, but also a Galaxy monster. Photon and or Galaxy. So that pretty much covers every monster in the entire deck, obviously. So very, very powerful card, but does require something on the field to equip to. You can't just discard it to a search to get a search, unfortunately. If that was the case, that'd be really, really busted. But like I said, that's why cards like Brave are so important, because if you open Brave and Orbital, your Orbital is live and you got a body on field as well to link with. Then we have Double Wizard. This is a change that I also made. Adding the second wizard in. I'd rather not play Cleric. That card is sort of like a win more card in my opinion. Like you really have to be very, very far ahead to comfortably resolve that card and use your normal summon on it. To get a lot of value out of it. I just personally don't think it's worth running in here. I'd rather have a card like Wizard that is just a better backup play than Cleric is, because opening Cleric essentially is it's a dead card most cases turn 1. Like ideally, and I know there's other ways you can use the card. Ideally, you're going to be adding it off your number 90 during your opponent's turn after you've set up, so you have a follow-up normal summon that isn't Galaxy Knight or Wizard, and it recycles your engine basically and lets you draw 2. I know it sounds enticing, but like I said, I feel like it's just too much of a win more card for me at the moment. 1 Photon Advancer and 1 Thrasher. I would never play 2 of this card anymore, or 3 of it. I like the 1-1 ratio, because when you open, let's say, Advancer, or let's say you open like Vanisher and Thrasher and Rhoda, which is a very possible thing to happen, you're not going to search for another Vanisher, you're not going to search for another Thrasher, you're going to search for Advancer, which can be used mid-combo. And that's another point I want to go to, is mid-combo. If you happen to, start your turn with let's say you have a trade-in in your hand and like a Galaxy Soldier and like a Wizard. You pitch Soldier, for Wizard, add Knight, and then summon Vanisher. Vanisher adds Galaxy Eyes, and then your trade-in's live mid-turn. You already have monsters on your field, and you've already used Vanisher or whatever, and you draw into a Rhoda, or you draw into Advancer versus Thrasher. Like, Advancer's going to be live for that play, while Thrasher is not. It's just going to sit in your hand and do nothing. But this card is important sometimes, though. During a going first turn or after your board's been cleared, just summoning this guy out and then following up with a Vanisher or an Orbital play is also still just as good, but late game mid-combo Advancer is better, and you do want to have that option to go into him off of a Rhoda or something. So that's it for the monsters. Now we'll go into the spells. We have Triple Trade in here. A staple of draw power in this deck. We play 3, 6, 9 level 8 monsters, and we can search Galaxy Eyes in so many different ways. We can search them off Wizard, Vanisher, Orbital, Soldier, just so many ways that we can search this card, and we definitely want to get him to the graveyard, because that's most cases where he's most viable, because you can bring him out with Knight and make that whole rank 8 play happen very, very easily, and you get a draw 2 on top of it. So Triple Trade-In is a must for me. Same thing with Triple Expedition. It's an amazing combo extender for this deck. Can it brick? Yes. It's an easy side out down to 2, game 2. You don't really have to play this card at 3. But again, it's just a combo card you want to see in your opening hand, because it's the difference between ending Soul Flare number 90 and ending Soul Flare number 90 Infinity most of the times, is having this free special summon. It is a hard once per turn, yes, I do realize that, but again, 3 of Pot of Desires card, and it's just something you do want to see. And this card, no-brainer, Photon Sanctuary, summon 2 light tokens for free. You can only summon light monsters the turn you activate it, But that isn't stopping me from playing it because this card is just so freaking good. It's just amazing. It's an incredible card. It's a one-card Soul Flare that eventually gets you back Galaxy Knight, that allows you to normal summon Galaxy Knight, that allows you to bring back Galaxy Eyes, and then number 90. So essentially, in some cases, this is a one-card Link 2 plus rank 8. Very, very strong card. Double Trance, this card is like Monster Reborn on crack. It's a really incredible card. Sometimes it allows you to make a better field than you would have been able to make otherwise. It can allow you to end on double rank 8 fields or rank 8 and a rank 4 field. Or if you open this card and you have a Galaxy Soldier play, you can just link the soldiers away into your Soul Flare instead and use your level 4s as your other Xyz monster that you're going to make, and instead make your field basically, with Blast Dragon, unable to be targeted or destroyed by card effects, which is a huge bonus. It does cost 2k to use, and you cannot special summon monsters until you activate this card except for Photon or Galaxy monsters. This is why I hope you get a Photon or Galaxy rank 5 just to make Soldier a little bit more viable with this card, but like I said, in most cases you can just link away the Soldier instead and go into a rank 4 play, which is just as good in some situations. Double Pot of Desires, more draw power. Consistency is key with this deck. Consistency. And sometimes you'll open this card and your hand will just be missing one card or whatever. It might be a Galaxy Eyes or it might be a Soldier, and this card just gets you to whatever card you need to get into. Where sometimes we're drawing trade and could be possibly dead because you don't draw a rank 8 or level 8 to use it, where Pot of Desires doesn't really have that requirement of needing that card. A card to use to activate it. You just need 13 cards in your deck. Or 12, however you want to look at it. Then one Rhoda. Of course, we have plenty of warrior targets. Doesn't hurt to get to Vanisher, Thrasher, or Advancer any faster than we already can. 1-0. It's a searchable Monster Reborn. This could be Monster Reborn instead. Then last but not least, triple Tachyon Transmigration. Turns your 3 interruption board into 5 or 4 or 6 if you draw all 3. But I don't think you'd be making too big of a combo if you drew all 3, although you have plenty of negations because how easy it is to get into a Galaxy Eyes monster to make this card live. It's so easy. Just Photon Sanctuary and then this is live. And you add back a card from grave too. Like, it's a really solid card, and I'm glad I made the decision to bump it up to 3 because every time I draw into this card in my opening hand on top of a normal combo, like the combo just gets that much stronger. It really doesn't break your hand in any ways because a lot of times you need 4 to 3 cards, to combo anyways, and then this 5th card is whatever at that point, and this just makes those boards much more solid than they would be otherwise without playing this card. And playing it at 3 does increase your chances, of course, of seeing it. Now we will go into the extra deck to start. Triple Galaxy Eye Soul Flare Dragon. I love playing triple Soul Flare. I don't like the idea of late game wanting to go into this card and it's not there and it's like a Hippo Shinogen. I like recycling cards that aren't itself, like Galaxy Knight, to make my plays more aggressive instead of having to focus on recycling the other copy, so I have a copy to go into later on. Do you have to play 3? No, you can play 2 in a Hippo Shinogen, you can play 2 in a Proxy Dragon or a Nightmare Monster or whatever, Nightmare Griffin. I know some people mess around with that. Personally, I don't really think it's too great. It's definitely viable, sure, but I don't know. It's just really not for me. One Borrelsword Dragon. This could easily be the new Crusadia Avermax, Mekk-Knight Crusadia Avermax. And I've actually was testing him in the extra deck yesterday. Never went into him. Never had the need to link up and do a Link 4, but it's a good option because it is a Link 4, it has a really solid effect, and it is also a light monster, Avermax. So you don't have to play Borrelsword Dragon. Avermax is a bit cheaper, which is nice, so if you want a better solid Link 4 option that isn't like Nightmare Griffin, Mekk-Knight Crusadia Avermax is an excellent choice for this deck. Just use two Soul Flares to go into it. Very easy card to make. Then we have 2 number 90. I know some builds play 1 of this as well. It's just for me, this is a card I want to have access to at any given point without having to worry about, keep on recycling it. It's just such a strong card for the deck. I don't see why it would hurt so much to dedicate an extra spot to it. Then we have 1 Cypher Dragon. This card comes up a lot against Ixie's decks. You just steal it and then make put one of these guys over top of it and just, blow up cards on their field for free, essentially. 1 Full Armor Photon Dragon, 1 Cypher Blade. Some people have asked me if I would play 2 of these. Personally, no. I think the 1 and 1 is fine. The double pop in most cases is enough. 162 Go for Game Dragon. Number 62 Galaxy Dash Prime Photon Dragon. This card, even if you don't have Borosword, like, this card can just seal the deal just as well as Borosword would. Because a lot of times you can get it up to 6,000, 7,000 attack via its own effect, gaining 200 attack for every combined rank on the field, and just taking himself into account, that's an extra 1,600 attack, that's 5,600, plus your Soul Flare, that's 7,600, so very, very close to game. Granted, you just have literally any other monster to swing for the extra 400. One number 107, one number 38, this card is very good against Thunder Dragons, by the way. You just make it and then negate their whole field and run over the Colossuses for free. One Hope Harbinger, because sometimes you do want the spell negation instead of the monster negation. Flash Dragon is great for protecting your whole board, summoning out Galaxy Eyes during your opponent's turn, using him as a combo extender, making him mid-turn, and then summoning a Galaxy Eyes from your hand to get him into the grave to make a Knight play live. This card is very, very versatile, so I recommend playing at least one copy, one Nova and one Infinity to round off the extra deck. I am playing the Infinity package again, just because I kind of convinced myself that I didn't need Felgran. Yes, you could still play Felgran, but I convinced myself that I don't need it. Didn't really have anything else to fill the extra deck slot, so I just went back to the old Infinity package. Is Bleedy still viable? Yes, but if you got the room, why not run the Infinity? So that's going to be it for this deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you got any questions, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And also, like I said, if you want to see me test this deck live, I'll probably be playing it on stream tonight. Check me out on Twitch. Check out Imperium Duelist. Join the Discord, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Almost to 9,000 subscribers, which is absolutely freaking bonkers. And yeah. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, Winterkill signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one.